Live from the Daily Cuck News Network, the Constantiam Presidential Debate of 2023. Good evening. I'm Fatal, this year's debate moderator. I want to welcome you to the Constantiam Presidential Debate of 2023. This debate was planned by the Constantiam Commission on Presidential Debates, which is a non-partisan, non-profit organization. The commission drafted the debate format, and the rules have been agreed to by the campaigns. The debate is divided into several segments covering immigration, the server itself, the economy, Spawn, Phantom Captain himself, and a question-answer section about the candidates themselves. The questions have not been shared with any of the candidates or campaigns beforehand. This debate is also sponsored by Kiwi Brand Kits and IndiaWare. At the start of each segment, I will ask the same lead-off question to each candidate, and they have 1 minute to respond. In the event another candidate is mentioned, the candidate will have 45 seconds for a rebuttal. After this, we will have an open discussion on the topic with me asking different questions to each of you. After approximately 5 minutes, we will then move on to a new segment. After we have covered each debate topic, we will take questions from the audience. Each candidate will be given 2 minutes for an opening statement and 2 minutes for a closing statement. The audience has agreed to stay silent so that we can focus on what the candidates are saying. I would like to at this time introduce the candidates, so here we go. Chaos Blend. You have 2 minutes for an opening statement.
Hello, I'm Chaos Blend. I am a part of a group called CDE. I am running with my vice president, Giza 3D. We are known on the server for finding many exploits and dupes, and that is basically our main way of enjoying the server. And we promise to bring a lot of things like protection against exploits, as we will find potential cord exploits and make sure they're not abused in any bad ways. And we will also leak one of our previous dupes that people witnessed at Nether 00. So stay tuned.
Thank you. Idiska. It appears we have lost Idiska. All right. Next candidate, Bunko. El Bunko.
Hello. Okay, yeah, wow. Didn't expect to be talking this quickly. All right, so yeah, I'm running with Quinn as my VP. He is a member of CTP as a mod, and I've been around for a while, you know. So yeah, we're looking forward to making this year pretty good for everybody, and we'll see about player engagement too. So yeah, looking forward to it, guys.
Thank you. Dinosaur Wizard.
Hello, citizens of Constantiam. It's my pleasure to be here at the 2023 debate. My vice president will be Koze404, and I will make sure to do my best to make the server more fun than ever. There's many great candidates this time, so I'll be going all out for this debate. I expect my competition to do the same. May the best win. Thank you.
Thank you. Horse 31K.
Yo, hey, Horus here. I'm running with Remy. I'm in my 5th year on the server, and started many things. Ran CHB with Remy, and Remy started it, and we actually started the whole highway thing, and I'm always happy to help providing infrastructure to the server and provide fund to the community. Vote Horus. Thank you.
Thank you, Horace. Mama Axaawa.
Hi to everyone. My name is Mama. I want to be the president of Constantiam. I have ambitions to legalize torture of new players. I want to enforce kindness in voice chat and make it mandatory to give free cookies to old women. I also have plans to make community events and buildings.
Thank you. Prompt.
Hi. So I'm Prompt. Thank you for having me here today. I'm going to use my 2 minutes here because I actually joined the server on April 2nd. By many accounts, I am a new join, but not too new that I can't run, luckily. I am an immigrant as well from, 2B2T. I know, cringe here. But I have fallen in love with Constantium since I joined the server, and I have spent hundreds of hours here, and, I've made plenty of friends and, unfortunately, some enemies. I mostly, would consider myself a builder, but I love the anarchy playstyle. I always love trying to, push things to the, whatever the limit is set to. And, when I entered to run for president of Constantium, it was mostly out of a realization that there's a big disconnect from a lot of the people I play with and a lot of the people that were running at the time. So for everyone that I, play with and am friendly with, I have lots of plans, the map arts, farms, etc., Minecraft. So I don't really know what else there is to say about me because if you know me, you know me. If you don't, it's generally by choice at this point. So, but yeah.
Thank you. We have 3 absences today from the election. Yoko 99, actually 4. Yoko 99, Ediska, and due to unforeseen circumstances, candidate Awuwu and Jalapeno 690 cannot attend the debates. Awuwu is currently fighting the Hemp Goblin Taliban in the Punjabi region. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him. Good luck, Awuwu. Jalapeno 690 has prepared a statement that I will read now. The East Tyrone Brigade of the Provisional IRA were thought to have been wiped out at Lou Hall RUC Station in 1987. However, the revolutionary spirit live on through Jalapeno 690, an East German, who will continue on the task of eradicating imperialism from our proud server. Good luck, Jalapeno 690. Alright, welcome candidates, and let's get straight into the issues most on the mind of the voters. The first topic will be about immigration. In 2023, the server was subjected to multiple invasions by new players and foreigners. Some feel new players are good, while others feel that they are a problem. Are you an open or closed border candidate, and why? Remember, you have 1 minute for each response. We will start with Chaos Blend.
Excuse me, I had some audio issues. If it's okay, you can repeat the question.
No problem. Are you an open or closed border candidate, and why?
It depends on the situation. If there's an invasion of some huge YouTuber or something like the invasion of 2B2T players like we saw in around August of this year, then of course I do not support that. 2B players are they don't fit this community. They create item shops. They dox way too many people. They take block game way too seriously, while Const is more of a friendly community where people gather to have fun, and most of the aggression is just LARP, and it's part of the experience. So as far as new players, go, as long as they're not from 2B2T or from 9B or inspired by some idiot YouTuber, then I am, yeah, as I said, it depends on the community.
Thank you. Bunko, let's hear from you.
All right. Well, I think I'd be a pretty open advocate for open borders. I remember the whitelist. I remember before the whitelist. I remember after the whitelist. And as fond as we all are of the whitelist, we also forget the times when you had to donate to get an account on the server faster than a 2-month wait time. So I think Generally, we got a lot of tourists, but the people who stay around are generally all right. In relative terms, but yeah, I'd be open.
Thank you. Dinosaur Wizard.
I am a controlled border candidate. I believe in letting in only the best players onto Constantiam, while culling away the childish and the mentally retarded. I do not dislike new players, rather I dislike idiots. So we need to assimilate all the new players on Constantiam so that they do not conflict with our server's values. Thank you.
Thank you. Horse 31K.
It's an interesting question. I'm more for a close border, but the close border is like a membrane. The whole anarchy theme is about the toxicity and the whole destroyed spawn and make it difficult to start on the server is like a protection for the community, and I will want to keep this and to expand this. So it's a really difficult task for new players to get on something and interact with the community, and this is part of the gameplay, and this is how it should be.
Thank you. Mama Axaawa, it's your go.
I think we should keep the borders open. However, I strongly think that we should encourage the community to make life hard for new players. I would like to make a slave factory, utilizing new players as slaves that will farm cocoa beans for making cookies. Mama loves cookies. Also, it is important to remember that we were once a new player.
Thank you. Prompt.
So I like the concept of a controlled border. I was an immigrant myself at a point, and I know if I applied for whitelist and all of that, I can see how it would put off a lot of good players as well as bad. There should absolutely be a procedure for the event of a player surge. Say a streamer goes live, or a catastrophe happens on another major anarchy server and people flood over. You should be able to implement like an emergency whitelist for all join dates before, say, that day or before the surge began. That seems very sensible because obviously the server needs to stay playable. But I don't really like the idea of vetting each player before they join. That just doesn't feel as open to me. I mean, as much as, I can line up a lot of players and go like, you suck, you're cool, you suck. That's how I think it should be. I don't think that's how we all kind of prefer it, where we like to be able to voice our discourse in a uncivilized manner. So I just think there should be a procedure for a surge and how to deal with it. And if there's ever a sustained large player count, hopefully Folio's working by then.
All
May
right.
I comment on what Prompt said?
Go ahead.
I only mentioned Dino though.
Yes,
Oh
sorry.
wait, I
So,
didn't mention anyone.
yes. So, in regards to the emergency whitelist, I am completely against the whitelist as it's a huge grind for the server admins or the server admin. It's a lot of work. It's not effective. All it does is repel actually good players. I think it's a better option to actually make spawn harder to escape, and that will automatically repel all the incompetent players or players that don't have the will to actually continue playing on the server. And as per Folia, I'm also completely against that, as it has way too many exploits. It's just not there yet.
All right. Well, I want to stay here, but we have to move along. The next topic will be still on immigration, but if you could expel any group or player or players from Constantiam, which or who would it be and why? And we'll start with Bunko.
Oh, okay, cool. Any group or player? Yeah. I'm not too big of a fan of the guys over in CFC. I know they have a lot of leaks going on and shit like that, and yeah, I really don't fuck with them too much.
Sounds good. Dinosaur Wizard. Dinosaur Wizard, are you still with us?
Yes, sorry. I would
All good.
remove the Imperials. They aren't a Constantium-made group. Rather, they moved here from other shithole-ridden servers, and consequently, they bring all the worst parts of those other servers here, and that is why they should be removed. Thank you.
All right. Next, we'll be hearing from Horus 31K.
I wouldn't remove any groups. So the weirdos belong to the server. It brings drama, and drama is interesting, and this is what gets you up every day. Looking at the new block game drama, it's okay. Only criminal behavior should be banned. So, like those fifth column guys or some people. Those guys I don't want to see on the server.
Thank you. Prompt.
Well, the only people I'd want to have banned from the server, I've already gotten them banned from the server because they were rule breakers, or they got themselves banned without any, involvement. But if I just get to, get a free ticket to ban someone just because I don't like them, which I'm still against, I'd probably pick whoever's still left that's, just spamming, hate chat. Like, I get really sick of the, just constant racist chatting. So maybe if I pick one person, it's Racist Chicken, just because he's the first person I can think of that's still on the server being racist every day.
All right. Chaos Blend.
I would personally ban the Russians, or as they call themselves, Zero. Regarding their actions, I don't have any problem. They can do whatever they want, but I'm completely against their item shops. So, as we all know, item shops ruin the experience of anarchy. Instead of people joining and grinding for their gear and working hard and base hunting and stash hunting and just trading on CTP, they just spend a couple of dollars on an item shop and quit the next day. Those are players that could have interacted with people and made the community more fun, but instead they're just exploited for material use, and I'm completely against that.
All right, thank you. Mama Axa Awa, it's your turn.
Personally, I think that all groups and players should be allowed on the server. I am sad that the Russian group destroyed my base, but this is anarchy. So I do not mind.
All right. Now we will move on to the second topic. Now this will be about the server itself on Constantiam. There have been a few high-profile bans during 2023. Do you agree or disagree with Phantom Captain's policy of banning laggers and doxers? Why? And we will start with Dinosaur Wizard.
I agree with Phantom's policy of banning doxers and what was it? Laggers. Yes, it's a very good policy. It keeps the worst off Constantium. Thank you.
All right. Prompt.
I absolutely agree with the doxing policy, the lagging one as well, but I would add that I would have preferred that when the laggers got banned, specifically, people like the Russians, when there were a lot of players that don't know what's going on, it helps that there be, some evidence or maybe a statement about what they were doing that got them lagged and who, and if it was investigated properly, because there were a lot of doubts around that time and rumors, and I feel like a little bit more communication about who was lagging, how they were doing it, and how that investigation went down. But I do realize, keeping the investigation more secretive might protect the methods in which it was done. So it's mixed feelings, but overall, I agree with both. processes.
Sounds good. Mama Aksaawa.
I think it is okay for Phantom to ban those people. It is his server after all. I think Phantom is a very clever man.
Thank you. Horse 31K.
Yeah, of course, banning laggers or people who want to destroy the server is okay. This is part of the rules. The banning the Russians was a bit of a controversy for me because those guys were very smart. I respect this, and yeah, it's anarchy. They brute forced exploits, and yeah, they put many time to search bases, to hunt bases, and they got their loot. So the only thing is they sell it on a shop. So I'm against shops, and yeah. So I feel I don't know. It's good they are gone, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a controversial topic, so we leave it like that.
Sounds good. Chaos Blend.
I absolutely agree with that, and I believe Phantom has the right to ban whoever he wants. After all, he's a server admin and knows better than anyone who actually does harm to the server. Anything that could ruin the experience for everyone is bad in my book.
Thank you. El Bunko.
Yeah, I mean, it's his server, right? So he has every right to do whatever he wants. I know we all play on it, but at the end of the day, it's his. So, I'd rather, yeah, I'm completely fine with it. I prefer that he is transparent with us rather than other servers where, it goes by completely, talked about by anyone in an official channel. So yeah, I completely agree with him.
All right. Moving on to the next question. What would you say is the best and worst join date year, and why? We'll start with a new player. Prompt.
Ooh, it's an interesting question because I hate when join dates get brought up. I would say I'm sick of the 2016 join dates specifically because so many of them were rushers and have been, obviously dormant for a majority of that time. They come on and they start wielding that 2016 join date, and we kind of know how they got it. I'd be more interested in join dates on years, say like 2018, when there was nothing major happening, and you went against the grain. You joined Const when all the YouTube algorithms were pumping out 2B content. Those are the people that I'm interested in around that time period, not specifically 2018, but 2016, I'm not for it.
All right. Horse 31K.
What was the question? Sorry.
All good. The question was, what would you say is the best and worst join date year, and why?
Obviously, 2018. So that's when I joined. But what's the best join date? I don't know. I don't care that much.
Sounds good. Next, we'll be hearing from Dinosaur Wizard.
I believe that the worst join date. Well, no. I'll rephrase this. I don't actually believe that there is any worst join date, but I believe that there's been some players recently that have been worse than others in the year 2023. I would say that they are the worst. As for the best join date, I would definitely say 2019 because those guys are chill. That's all. Thanks.
All right, thank you. El Bunko.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, everyone's going to be a little bit biased to when they join, so I quite like 2018 because that's when I joined. But in terms of not being biased and expanding outside of that, 2019, yeah, it was great. We got some good people. All right, I'm not gonna sweet talk you, Fatal. All right, you know it. But yeah, 2021 was pretty chill. 2020 was pretty good. More recently, I haven't met as many people, so I only really hear the bad news about them. But we're gonna think that the worst is always gonna be the more recent people. So yeah, I guess that's my answer.
Thank you. Chaos Blend.
I feel like the best join year is a bit of a vague statement. I wasn't around for the whole life of the server, but I'll just say my favorites are probably 2019 and 2020. I joined in 2019 and I was pretty much playing alone. It was really fun to escape spawn and just hunt stashes until I met some people in 2020. And we set up everything together, and it was extremely fun, especially during the Thal dupe leak of around mid 2020, when there were around 100, 105, 110, 120 people online because of the active dupe. Those were insanely fun times, and yeah, I would probably say mid 2020.
Sounds good. Mama Axaawa.
The best join date is 2016. I wish I could have joined the server during that time. This server is amazing and I would have liked to be playing from the very first day. Unfortunately, I have only played for 2 years.
All right. Next question. Should phantoms, as in the mob, be banned on Constantiam? We'll start this with Chaos.
I personally have no hate against phantoms. They're easy to bypass by just clicking a bed every so often. They can get very annoying when you don't want to lose your spawn, but otherwise they're easy to just bypass. You can either fly faster than them, you can place a block above you to prevent them spawning. You can do a lot of things. They're not that annoying.
Thank you. We have a returning candidate. Idiska has joined back. Idiska, we will start with you then as well. Should phantoms be banned on Constantiam?
Hello everyone. I don't think phantoms should be banned on Constantium because the admin of the server is Phantom Captain.
All right. Next, we'll be hearing from Prompt.
I think phantoms are a good thing for the server. I mean, going back to what another candidate said about, spawn should be more difficult for the newer players. Phantoms are more of a menace to newer players or people that just want to stand in a corner and chat at spawn than they are to an established player with, kill aura and a roof over their head. Once you're, established and you're going and you're skilled, phantoms are not a problem at all. So they serve a purpose. They kind of make the outside world a little bit more dangerous. And I mean, I think most of us are looking for more challenge on a day-to-day basis.
All right. Bunko.
In the past, they were definitely a lot worse, which is what led to like asking Phantom to tone him down, and he did, to be fair. So I don't really have a problem with them now, since they've been toned down. I think to like get rid of them altogether would create some real logistical problems for the economy. Because what do you do with phantom membranes then, if you can't get them anymore? But yeah, I have no issue with them as they currently stand.
All right. Dinosaur Wizard.
Well, personally, I believe that Phantom has made them a lot better than it would usually be. So I have no problems with them necessarily. It would be interesting if he banned them straight up and that Phantom membranes would become like illegals almost. That's all, thanks.
Thank you. Mama Axaawa.
I think phantoms are really cute. We should keep them. I will feed phantoms cookies if it was possible.
All right. Horse 31K.
Phantom should just replace the Phantom mob with Wizard mob, and everything will be better. Random wizards spawning when people don't sleep. This would be fantastic.
That would be very interesting. All right, moving on to the third topic. This is in regards to the economy. The first question is, do you feel dupes are good for Constantiam or bad? And we'll start with Horace.
Dupes are good. Dupes, will forge groups together, and dupes will, you make stashes and you share stashes, and you share secret together, and it's always the base of a good game, and I think dupes are necessary for survival. I think, yeah, as Chaos said, the most fun times were like 2020 or 2021, where a lot of public dupes were around, and a lot of people made stashes, people hunted stashes, people lost stashes, a lot of drama, and was a lot of fun. So dupes are good.
Sounds good. Chaos Blend.
I seem to be one of the more qualified on this topic. Sorry if that's a bit egoistic to say, but yes, I believe dupes are good based on who has them and how fast they get patched. So as Horace said, it's they give something to look for. They give an extra feeling of reward when you actually find a base and it has something of value. You can use those things to trade for other things, or if you really put in the effort and find a dupe, and you can keep it private and you can make friends and you can find people you can trust to keep it private and make use of it as much as you could, until eventually, of course, it gets patched by an update or it gets leaked. And I also have a comment regarding the last question. You can actually get phantom membranes from I know it's a bit unrelated, but you can actually get phantom membranes from cat gifts. So if you surround your bed with cats, they can bring you phantom membranes. So even if phantoms were to be banned, they won't be illegal. I just felt I'd put this out there. And as I previously mentioned, if we win the dupe you saw at Nether 00, the Herobrine dupe, um, we will leak partially how we performed it. That way, people who are willing to put in the effort and to test would actually be able to find it within a few days or a few weeks. That way, it'll take longer to patch. People who actually put in the effort get more time to dupe before it gets eventually patched by Phantom or Paper.
Okay, thank you. Mama Axa.
Dupes are good for the server. It is nice to have a dupe stash for building a base. I would like to duplicate a lot of cookies also. Unfortunately, I have not had a chance to duplicate any items on the server.
All right. Prompt.
It's bittersweet. I think most people would agree, the dupe is good if you got it, and the dupe is really bad if you don't. It's the fear of missing out that I think is a big problem. If there was no dupe, I would be absolutely fine with that. I'd be very happy. If there was a dupe and everyone had it, I feel like that would be terrible and really disruptive. So that it's a very complicated issue. I can't imagine playing on a server without duped items, because what server doesn't at this point? That's been around long enough. But I'm happy if there's never another dupe again. If dupes are gone for the rest of time, which we're getting close to that as they become more and more scarce, I like that. I like that we're building farms, and as someone that spent a lot of time a few years ago on 2B, donkey duping. You felt like all your time was just logistics, just killing donkeys, filling up double chests, and not a lot of time actually spent playing the game, and then you kind of lose that sense of meaning. So I think ultimately dupes can be bad, but I think we all love being able to have stacks and stacks of e-gaps and ender chests and shells, and being able to focus on the other aspects of the game once you have everything you need to, thrive and survive. So bittersweet. I don't think there really is a definitive they're good or bad, because we don't really know what it looks like to play on a long-term Anarchy server without a dupe, because it's not really happened.
All right. Thank you. Dinosaur Wizard.
I believe that duping should be done in moderation. I mean, after a dupe, players typically have so many items that they will never be able to use them all. I think if the economy becomes too extreme, players won't have the incentive to create farms and bases capable of producing various items. I mean, they might build large bases as if it was like creative mode. But I think we've had enough duping on the server to the point where there's not really a need for any more. Players can just like trade for blocks. So that is all. Thank you.
Thank you. El Bunko.
Yeah, dupes are good short term for sure. In terms of like player activity, it brings people, But long term, it kills off playability real hard, and I know that from like past experience. It really demotivates people when they have nothing to grind for. But short term, it's a really positive thing for bringing groups together, making other groups form. So yeah.
All right. Thank you. Ediska.
Hello. I think dupes are good. There hasn't been a dupe on Constantium in a long time, and right now it's, especially for new players, it's mostly grinding. So a dupe would like be really good and beneficial for the economy. But also, like Dinosaur Wizard said, we don't want to overdo it.
All right. Now we are going to move on to the next question, but I would also like to remind all the candidates that we should keep our answers very short and simple. Not overtly simple, but I did like the discussion with that last question, and I let some of the answers run long, but please keep in mind of the time constraint. Thank you. Now, pit shops have existed throughout the server's long history. Should they be accepted by the community or continue to be ostracized? And we'll start with Dinosaur Wizard.
Well, if you know my history, you would know that me and Koze have stolen a kit shop stash before. So my opinion is that they should be ostracized very heavily. I believe it's a bad idea to encourage kit shops on Constantium. There's several reasons. It just, I would say that it comes from the fact that those other servers with kit shops are less superior than Constantium. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Mama Axaawa.
Armor does not like kit shops. Tis all.
Sounds good. El Bunko.
I mean, come on, who likes them? No, not many people. Yeah, Phantom doesn't fuck with them. Uh, I know past presidents haven't fucked with them either. Um, just play the game. That's why we booted up, is to play it. Yeah, okay, it's probably easier, but where's the integrity in it? Just play the game.
All right. Idiska.
Hello. I don't like kit shops personally. It just takes away from the whole Minecraft experience, and it's also like against Minecraft's ULA, so you could get banned.
All right. Horse 31K.
Oh, don't waste your money on Minecraft items. That's all.
Sounds good. Prompt.
Well, I got banned for buying from a kit shop from the CTP for a while. Do I like them? If they didn't exist, I would be fine with it. But fear of missing out, I did buy kits before I was aware of the culture against them. I didn't realize so many OGs during the dupes actually opened kit shops and kept trying to sell them. So my only experience was unfortunately buying stolen kits from the Russians. But yeah, I'm not for the shops. Have I used one? Yes. Do I encourage it? Absolutely not. I would fully endorse CTP. I mean, I everything I have is buried in the backyard. If you watch any of my YouTubes, I grind and I trade and I build. So, but I am guilty of using a kit shop.
Alrighty. Chaos Blend.
As I've already answered, I'm completely against them. They ruin the experience for new players who actually fall for them, and I don't think they're actually worth anything. Uh, Usually these kits took like way less time than they would ever be worth in value, and they are not even allowed in the Mojang's terms of service. So just don't be cringe, don't sell items.
Alrighty. I'm not sure if I asked for Bunko, but Bunko, did I skip you?
Yeah, no, you already asked me, dude.
Okay. Then we are ready to move on to the next question. Thank you. Let's see. The fourth topic now is about Spawn. If elected, what would Spawn look like a year from now under your presidency? And we will start with Horace.
Spawn? Oof. How would it look like? I wish it looks like it's drained, dug down to bedrock, and yeah, that's all. 3K bedrock to 3K.
Alrighty. Ediska.
If I was elected for president, Spawn for a year from now, Spawn would look exactly the same as it does now. This is because I would have been hit by the presidential curse.
Is your audio alright, Ediska?
Hello? Yeah.
Hello. All good. Was that all? Alright. Prompt.
Well, I think a very difficult spawn to escape is the hallmark of a good anarchy server. So I'm not saying I'd really change it too much. I don't even necessarily mind the giant water cube full of emeralds and diamonds. But I do think, withers and broken overworld highways and lava walls and all that stuff is great. Nothing feels better than, spending 10, 20 hours until well, that's overkill, but hours until you find your first sheep and tree. Like that, when you finally find a tree, it should be an amazing moment.
Alright. Bunko.
Spawn from a year from now. I definitely want to see more groups come back to it. In terms of like, not just like LARP groups and stuff like that, but like server regular groups that kind of go off into the millions. Because there was some cool stuff like a few years back with Destroy Dirt December and stuff like that. But I don't see too much of it nowadays. So I suppose more group activity at Spawn probably.
Alright. Chaos Blend.
It would mostly look the same under my presidency, but there will be a huge sign in the sky. It will be made out of bedrock, and it will say that Chaos Blend does not have bedrock. That's all.
All right. Mama Axaawa.
Spawn should be a wasteland. This is anarchy after. In my opinion, it is a good thing to destroy the area because it will make it harder for the newer players to escape spawn. I hope that in the future spawn will have no grass or dirt and a few slave labor camps for farming cookies and slaughtering new players.
All right. Dinosaur Wizard.
This question is very related to what I have been doing on the server in the past few weeks. If any of you would know, I have been working at spawn diligently to make it harder. I've been bombing out dirt within 2K, so there's no more dirt within 2K anymore. I put up a wall with some other people. I've had a lot of help, and I hope to continue. So, my future goals as president, I will continue to bomb spawn. Spawn will be bombed out to 10K. The trees and all the grass will all be gone. The water cube will be removed from 0, and the obsidian roof over it will also be removed. All obsidian sky logos will be removed, and the obsidian highways within spawn will be removed. Basically, I will make it as hard as possible to escape spawn in order to ensure that all new players are the best we can get. Thank you.
Thank you. How would you rate the difficulty in escaping spawn on Constantiam on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the most difficult. And why? Mama Axaawa goes to you.
5.
Any reason why?
Just 5.
All right. Horse 31K.
Do I just have to say a number or what?
No, I will repeat the question. How would you rate the difficulty in escaping spawn? And why? The scale is 10 being the most difficult.
It's 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 a 5 now. It was a 8 before the wizards got debuffed.
All right. El Bunko.
It really depends on like how like high IQ you are and like how good at the game you are, because it's not bad. If you've played the game for a while, it's not bad. But if you have never played Anarchy before, I'd put it at like an 8. But if you're like a regular, I put it at like a 4.
All right. Chaos Blend.
I think I would put it at around 6 out of 10. Without the 1.19 update, it would probably be more like 4. It's a lot harder to escape now that there are more mobs and the withers target you. Even though there are less withers than there were at the start of this update, they still do a lot. But it used to be around 8, and I think it would be nice if we got back to that. Unfortunately, there aren't as many no life spawn campers that would just stay at Nether 0 and kill everyone at spawn. Those used to kind of add to the challenge a little bit. I would have imagined more with Elytras enabled, but unfortunately that was not the case.
Thank you. Prompt.
Well, my experience was in April escaping spawn, and it was very easy. Not like, throwing sand in anyone's eyes there, just saying it was very easy for me. I mean, a little bit is luck, but the spawn radius rule is very generous, and it's very hard to trap spawn without any holes in that, perimeter grid, you might say.
Alrighty. Dinosaur Wizard.
I would say that the difficulty of spawn fluctuates. When me and some others put up the lava wall from world height to bedrock not long ago, it was probably the hardest spawn Constantium has ever had. There was a player who failed to escape for 3 or so days during that time, and even got bed trapped. He had to download a hack client to escape. But now, though, spawn is easy again because the lava was taken down. That's all. Thanks.
Thank you. Ediska.
It like a 4 out of 10 because Phantom like increased the spawn radius by a lot in the past year.
Alrighty. Next, we have the fifth topic, which is about our mysterious admin, Phantom Captain. Who do you think is Phantom Captain's real identity? And we'll start with Bunko.
Well, I told Kiwi I wouldn't leak anything about him, so I'm just gonna, move swiftly on. Yeah. I don't know. I've had some people accuse me. I'm not gonna drop any names, but you know who you are. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's fatal.
Hey, you keep X-Ray Doc out of this. Ediska.
I think that Phantom's true identity is Bunko.
All right. Chaos Blend.
At this point, I'm not even sure. It might be James Russell's. It might just be a meme. He might be the stranger on the night. Nobody knows anymore. Maybe he's the real person in charge of this world, and we're all just his puppets. Maybe he is God and we're just a hobby. I have no idea.
All right. Prompt.
Well, I think a lot of people, the first thing they want to say is James Russell's, but then there's also that sense of doubt. I've been told it's, a combo of James and Spartan. But I mean, I don't know, and I think that's part of what we want. We don't really want to know.
Mama Axa.
I think Phantom Captain is a legend. He is the master of cookies.
Dinosaur Wizard.
Phantom is just Phantom.
Oh. Thank you. Dinosaur Wizard.
Well, I have some news for the Constantiam community. Phantom is none other than Kiwi Slider. He set up the raffle to collect all your money. If he wasn't Phantom, how else could he have gotten a Phantom Captain book?
I see. Horse
I tried, Kiwi. I
31K.
really tried.
I think Phantom is actually a group of people. So Phantom is like the Dread Pirate Robert's pseudonym. Yeah, some people, maybe Kiwi Slider, maybe James, maybe Nyrock. Who knows? Some of the old folks, maybe.
Alrighty. I would like to start this next question with a prompt, but seeing how you are a new player, how would you rate Phantom Captain's performance this year on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd give him a 9. I mean, from the experience I've had, I played on a lot of different Minecraft servers over the years. Some Anarchy, some not. He's probably the best admin that I've played under, and that's why I've stayed.
Alrighty. Idiska.
I think Phantom has been really great this year. He's been like active in the community. He's been giving us updates. Yeah, he's just a 10 out of 10.
Thank you. El Bunko.
Yeah, he's been doing really good. Really, really good. Compared to previous years where he was kind of less active. Obviously, he has life outside of this, and previous to that, he had like health concerns and stuff like that. But yeah, he's doing really well this year. He's been real transparent, which is really appreciative.
Alrighty. Dinosaur Wizard.
I love Phantom Captain. Phantom is the best admin we can get. He keeps the server free for us. Think about that. He's worked on the server for all these years and hasn't made us pay a dime. Thanks, Phantom.
Mama Axaawa.
11. Phantom has surpassed everybody's expectations. I give Phantom Captain 11 out of 10. In fact, I will give Phantom 1 million out of 10.
Alrighty. Chaos Blend.
Honestly, Phantom is a fucking legend. If there was a way to pay him money without it going towards the server, if I can buy him a coffee, if I can buy him a new car, okay, I'm not that rich. If I can do anything for him personally, I would. This man had been maintaining the server pretty much in his free time ever since 2016. That's an insane task. Even when he started slowing down, when he obviously got bored of the whitelist, he got bored of everything, he eventually got back on his feet. But as for this year, he was incredible. I'd give him an 11 out of 10. He even helped us with a little incident we had at both our stashes. He took his time, and I can't say what it is, but he's a legend. I have nothing to add.
Alrighty. Horse 31K.
Yeah, nothing to add to Chaos statement. So, Phantom is a legend, and as he said in the last year, he put so much effort in, and he had foreseen the to be invasion, upgraded the hardware. We have a great performing server for everyone to play and for many more players to join, and great fun. Good job, Phantom.
Alrighty. The last question in this topic is, what is something that Phantom Captain should be urgently working on? And we'll leave that to Ediska.
I think something Phantom should be urgently working on is maybe to fix, as I heard a lot of people in the community been angry with this, to fix hoppers. There's something wrong with them. I personally I don't know what, but yeah.
Alrighty. Mama Axaawa.
Phantom should urgently prepare for my love. I want to bake him cookies.
Alrighty. Prompt.
There is nothing I want him to be fixing right now. I like everything exactly how it is.
Alrighty. El Bunko.
I mean, I don't know if he has moved like the server yet. I know he was talking about it to more central kind of Europe. I don't know if he's done it yet, so if he hasn't, then that. But if he has, I don't know, I guess he has some free time, hit the weights room, get buff.
Get big. I like it. Horse 31K.
So I would really appreciate if Phantom just updates the server the day the new update hits. Yeah, hits from Mojang. So there are more opportunities to utilize exploits from new updates, and so it would be a bit more dynamic. And the problems it will bring, it will also bring gameplay opportunities. So he should update faster, maybe.
Alrighty. Chaos Blend.
I believe there is nothing really critical. The server is just fine where it is. The performance is fairly consistent. There is now minimal autism in chat, even though it exists. Though there are a few small annoying bugs that have been present for a while. I keep falling off any platform I build. I'm not aware if that was actually recently patched or not. and the obsidian placement limit. I don't know why that exists. It has no reasons to exist. It's annoying. It's not good. Please get rid of that.
Alrighty. Dinosaur Wizard.
Well, I would say that he should be working on updating the server now that 1.20 is out. I think he's already working on it, but he hasn't given us any update on that. So I hope he's working on that. There's a few plugins that seem a bit strange, like the death message plugin. It's not a big deal. There's no bugs. So he's done a very good job with server performance. I'm glad that he was able to upgrade the server as well. Thanks, Phantom, again. That's all. Thanks.
Alrighty. The last topic before we. Oh. Yes. The last topic before we take a question from the audience is a question and answer about you. When did you join Constantiam? And why do you play the server? We'll start with Ediska.
Hi everyone, I am Ediska. I joined the server on the 9th of November 2021, and I still play Constantium because it's fun and because of the community.
Alrighty. El Bunko.
I joined in August of 2018. I think it's like the 25th or 26th. To be honest, I don't know because it was like what, 5 years ago. So yeah. What do I still play? The community. I think it's the reason why a lot of people still play. Yeah, it's a pretty good community, and I've definitely made solid friends through it. So yeah, you guys.
Alrighty. Prompt.
So I joined on April 2nd after the 2B April Fool's map when I found out Constant updated. The reason I stay is a lot of the people for the most part, and good, lack of moderation, good admin, good performance, no queue, and anarchy is the play style I prefer. Not because a lot of people think, oh, hacking makes things easier. It's when everyone's hacking, I feel like it's on a whole different level. And I love that logistics of always hiding and trying to actually make a sandcastle that's not going to get blown down. Like that's part of the cat mouse game, and I love it.
Alrighty. Dinosaur Wizard.
I joined in early 2019. The biggest reason I joined was because of zero rules and no resets. And I chose Constantium specifically because it's better than all the other servers. The players here are more mature and relaxed. They're just better. Thank you.
Chaos Blend.
So I joined in around late 2019. Um, as a start, I was just binge watching FitMC videos and I wanted to play something, so I started with Old Fag. Then I realized that has no dupes, or like supposedly has no dupes. So I watched Salcy1 videos and saw Constantium. Hey, look, this looks interesting. No illegals, no nothing, but dupes are allowed, and the admin seems fine. I joined and it was actually very lovely. I easily escaped. I got lucky to easily escape spawn, and I had a conversation with people. I instantly found a maxed out pickaxe and a totem, and that got me excited. So I spent the first few months bait hunting until I finally got united with the group. And I think that's the part that really made me stick. So finding people to actually play with and interact with on a daily basis, especially back before I had social skills, back when COVID was taking over the world, back when we couldn't leave the house or go to school or go anywhere really. I feel like it gave me a feeling of freedom. I have something to explore, people to find and interact with. And while that feeling started to fade a little bit, I still really enjoy Const I can feed all my manic episodes and ego into the server so I can act normal in real life.
Alrighty. Horus31K.
Yeah, I joined Const in October 2018. Yeah, I found the server, I think, because of a FitMC video, I think, or ad random video, I don't know. So I played Minecraft. Yeah, from the beta version, and yeah, had a long pause. And in 2016, I got interested in Minecraft again, and yeah, wanted to join a multiplayer server. And I really hated servers with restricted patterns and big server hubs, and you have everything is restricted. And I really liked the freedom of a persistent world, and this is const is a persistent world, and everything you do leaves a mark on the server. And this is something I wanted something to stay. So uh, solo solo player, you have it just on your hard disk, and playing on a server, you leave your mark.
Alrighty. Mama Axawa.
I started playing nearly 2 years ago and I met many nice players such as Atsuna, Jalapeno 690, Maximum Chris, Henny Crofter, Psychobabble, Carfinder, Horus 31K and many more that I cannot remember. I have been invited to some nice bases and I want to build something great on a dangerous server. This server is great for making new friends. And I love the fact that the map does not reset.
Alrighty. The next question for our candidates will be, what is your favorite mob in Minecraft? And we'll start with Prompt.
Can you repeat the question? What's my favorite what in Minecraft?
Mob.
Ooh, the Wither.
Alright. Horus31K.
I'm a creeper. I'm a creeper, blowing up freaks like Al Qaeda.
Alright. Bunko.
This is actually such a detailed question, and I don't have enough time to think. Oh my god. Yeah, I really like snow golems. Snow golems.
Sounds good. Ediska.
The Enderman.
Alrighty. Chaos Blend.
I think llamas are the obvious answer for me. They overwent so much abuse for the sake of the server that they deserve a special place up there.
Alrighty. Mama Axawa.
Favorite animal is the new player. I like to force them to make me cookies.
I see. Dinosaur Wizard.
I'm glad that they added the shulker so I can have shite ton of storage. That's why.
Alrighty. Now, the last question is, what is your favorite real-life food? And we'll start with Bunko.
You keep throwing these questions out, man, and I don't have enough time. I really like pasta. A pretty good pasta is pretty solid. Yeah. Some cheese on there. You know, bolognese. Yeah, sure. Good night in.
A little bit of gabagool.
Yeah, you know it, man.
Horus, oh yes. Horus31K.
Hmm. Difficult question. I have food for mood. I say I like a lot. I like burgers in the mood. I like sushi in the mood, and I don't know. I have a lot favorite food. I love everything.
As a German, I was expecting pretzel. Dinosaur Wizard.
Ah,
What's the question?
What is your favorite food?
Oh. I'll go with hamburger.
Sounds good. Mama Aksa.
What do you think my favorite food is?
All right, cookies. Prompt.
Yes, it is the cookies.
I do love my comfort foods, but I do have a favorite meal that those close to me know. It's a Thai dish, and it's this very spicy fried tofu and fried mushroom, and I have that with a gin and tonic or two.
Sounds good. Chaos Blend.
I think for me it's sushi, especially sushi burritos. If you never heard of those, they're basically like a big wide roll of sushi that's not cut up. You eat it like a sandwich. It has a lot of veggies. It has some really good fish. It's just amazing.
All right. Ediska.
I like tacos.
All right. Now we have come to the end of the questions. We would like to open up the questions to the audience. Audience, please write which candidate your question is for and what the question is in the QA text channel in the debates Discord. I will be posting the link into the chat, as well as we do have a question here from our former president, Sandvar. For prompt, there have been rumors of you purchasing kits in the past. What is your current view on item shops on Constantiam?
I am against them, but the problem is if it's there and there's no consequences, fear of missing out. I did have probably an hour-long back and forth chat with Kiwi. He gave me a background on the history of the server, and it changed my view entirely. So I'm very much against them, but at the time, I didn't see the huge ethical dilemma when I did it.
Alrighty. For Bunko from Sapit, why are you denying that you're Phantom Captain?
You son of a bitch. All right. Look. Okay. That screenshot was out of context. You have nothing. Okay. That was a different guy, and I have nothing to add. Move on, please.
All right. This one I'm going to go with for anybody of the candidates that would like to answer. This is from Reagan84. How would you look to foster community on Constantium? This is for any of you.
Well, I believe.
Collaboration.
Oh, I'll let you go.
Oh, I would just say I try to be in VCs with people. I try to chat with them, and I prefer a long, extended information and building rapport before just showing up to a base. I don't think you should just recruit people and bring them to your base and see what happens. Terrible idea. Make friends in the socials, and then eventually get to a point where you're collabing.
So to foster community, very simple. I'll host events, and they'll be good events. And I already have some plans if I get elected. So keep that in mind.
All right. Well, I was a part of CMAC for a while, which is the monthly event club. So that was pretty good at fostering in the past. Going forward, I think if we could, bring some of that back. I know a lot of people are busy nowadays, but I think if we could get a little bit of that charm back, I think we'd be doing well. And I was also in CTP for a while as a moderator in there too. So yeah, just in general, talking to people, getting people involved.
People have to drip some anarchy in their head. Anarchy is not being a freak. Anarchy is about freedom and doing what you like. Be creative, be out of boundaries, and that's what we should promote. And this is what Constantiam is about.
Alrighty. Are we ready to move on?
Yes.
Sounds good. From Kiwi Slider and Bathier. I will go with Bathier's wording for it. For candidates in general, what do you plan on doing while in office? For example, Fatal and I helped the server upgrade and started the wiki. And Kiwi asked, what's the very first thing you would do when taking office?
If I'll start. If I get elected for president, I will host monthly events like the current election base that we're all at right now, some of the candidates. And I will try to work with Phantom to improve the server.
May I go?
Shoot.
My answer is your mom.
Then I guess I'll go
Oh,
next.
Ooh.
Was that your answer, Chaos?
Yes.
Okay.
Will also
well,
host events and help the server upgrade.
I'm being more selfish and I'm just focusing on me at the moment and my inner circle. I mean, the best thing I can do for the server right now is actually ignore a lot of what's happening in chat, which is a sad thing to say, but just trying to be a little bit more under the radar for a while.
If I get elected, the first thing that will happen is a mandate on clownfish. Clownfish has been too inflated on Constantium and requires immediate attention.
You are
my
very cool, dinosaur wizard. Perhaps we can use cookies as currency.
my first action when taking office. Yeah, it's probably to just meet up with people who have complaints, right, and just like hear them out, so we can talk to Phantom about it, right? So I don't know if that involves making a separate Discord for it or making a channel in like CTP or whatever. I don't know. It could get messy fast. We don't know, but having something like that would be pretty good, I think, for communication and like streamlining it, right?
From personal experience, it's very easy to bully Phantom.
Yeah.
I do have a question from Krivon to everyone. What is your stance regarding pineapple on pizza?
I'll go first. I
Uh,
think
It's disgusting. It's rather disgusting. So, can we go to the next question, please?
I agree.
I never tried it. I couldn't tell.
It's okay. I
I
don't
think
know.
it is okay.
It's not my first option.
No, there's like
I
way
kind of
better
want to try
pizza.
it just for the sake of trying it.
I'd eat it
Like
if I had.
imagine you go to like a 5-star pizza restaurant. You're not gonna be getting pineapple pizza, man.
I mean, maybe it depends on the other options.
Like strawberries on pizza.
Okay,
All right,
that
we
sounds
have
disgusting.
a question for Chaos from Cia Volto. For Chaos, are you releasing the dupe source code and module to do it, or are you just saying the general idea?
Basically, I'm gonna say the general idea. I will show the exploit, but how to code it will be up to the player. Someone will eventually leak it, but I feel like this will give people more time to actually do before it gets patched.
Alrighty, thank you. And for Dino from Captain Yellow Waffle, Will you have a wet sponge giveaway event if you win?
He's referring to my wet sponge dupe stash that I received. No, I'm not giving away my wet sponges. They're precious to me. I'm flexing them right now.
Alrighty. I would like to. I have something from one of the candidates who wasn't able to make it. JP Langley, who wasn't able to make it to the debate today, did have some words, and here's what he asked me to say. I have a few words that you could say at the end of the debate. Hello, denizens of Constantiam. I am despaired that I was unable to partake in the Constantiam debate. I hope that, despite my absence, you could still bring yourself to trust me and vote for myself and Adzana. Godspeed and good luck.
Don't trust him.
I see. Anyways, I would like to have the ending here. So I would like to remind everyone to vote, please, in what is a very important election. And we will see you at the polls, Constantiam. Thank you. This concludes the 2023 Constantiam presidential debate. As a moderator, I, Fatal, would like to thank the Daily Cuck News Network for hosting the debate. I would also like to thank our sponsors, KB Brand Kits and IndiaWare. Good luck, everyone.
Yo! Yo! Nice! Nice! Good job, guys! Good job, guys! Yeah! Yeah, what's the mic? Oh, my God.